Everyone knows grandparents love their grandchildren a lot, but this granny took it to the next level when she kidnapped her grandson from her daughter's house and attacked her daughter's boyfriend in the process.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
So, who got stabbed?
Okay, all right.
You have anything to your neck or anything like that?
I got bad muscle spasms. I think they pulling my hair too, so. But most of the time I got cuts, so they cut me up.
Okay.
Definitely assaulted me. Yeah.
And they kidnapped my kids.
And they took the child.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say they at West Florida Hospital with him.
Something like, yeah, I guess. And then I got the guy there across the street. He was helping me trying to get the ladies off me. If you want to talk to him too.
Yeah, we will.
All right.
Are you mom to him, or what's your relationship to him?
That's my boyfriend, but my son, I'm mom to my son that they took with them kidnapped.
Okay.
So basically, her mother, people came over, right? And she was drunk. And I guess her son, which is my stepson, he unlocked the door. I was in my room. He just unlocked the door and let him in. They busted my house, literally. Started going crazy. She was drunk. She said, I'm drunk. So I was like, man, y'all need to get out of my house. You can't nobody just come in your house like that, barge in your house. So she barged in my house. And I was trying to move him back. Push him off, get him out. I didn't hit him or nothing, because they ladies. So I just pushed him back and all that. The sister came around, grabbed my hair. The mama came around, and her daughter came around. All attacked me. They cut me up, pulled out my hair. They had a chunk of my hair. They yanked my hair out and everything. My neck is hurting. My neck got muscle spasm in it, literally, from them moving my head all the way around like that. Literally. Okay. They came in and basically assaulted me in my own home.
I was at work.
She was at work.
Okay. I'm the mom to the kid that's not here. That he picked him up from school and brought him here to the house that we all stay at. I don't know why my mom came here. I have not talked to her since Mother's Day. I told her I didn't want her to come here for Mother's Day because my mom has a drinking problem and she does drugs.
So you weren't here when this happened?
No.
No? Okay. How old is your kid?
6. I just want to put a kidnapping report. They say they took my kid to the ER to say that me and my boyfriend been abusing him, so the DCL can take him and all this crazy stuff.
Okay.
And he was actually helping me too. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but he was actually there helping me get the ladies off me.
Okay. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna step back over there.
Are you the biological mom to the kid? You have full custody here?
Okay. His dad passed when he was 5 months.
Okay. Your mom doesn't have a custody plan or anything like that?
No, and I actually called the police on her about 2 years ago because she did the same thing when I lived at my old apartment. I try to still have a relationship with my mom because she was my mother.
Yeah, understandable.
But she has a problem, and
What's your mom's first name?
Her first name is Mildred. Mildred.
It's hectic. I'm trying to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Slow down.
I know. My bad. I'm sorry.
So they bust in your house.
Yeah. So
who lets them in? Who lets them in?
The boy.
The boy.
Because he thought it was his mama. He don't have no neighbors or nobody coming to our house. So and then his mom do be like, hey, open the door. You know what I mean? Hey, Ray Sean, open the door. So he thought it was.
What's his name?
His name Ray Sean.
What vehicle did they get?
It was in a Ford. It was in a red Ford. Hey man, it was in a red Ford, right? It was like a Ford, the car.
He doesn't know what kind of car he said it was earlier.
Yeah, like maroon. Yeah, it's kind of like maroon color. Yeah, it's like Ford. It's a maroon Ford. Yeah, it got
maroon Ford. You know what kind of Ford?
Like a sedan photo. Like a sedan. Just a regular sedan photo.
Do you all want to pursue charges?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to press charges. Definitely came in my house, attacking me, assaulting me. If I did that, I would get press charges on me.
Was it her mom and her friends?
No, her mom, her sister, and the youngest daughter. They all attacked me.
The woman clearly didn't have a very good relationship with her mom.
I do not know what made her come to my house. This is the first time she has been to my house in like a year to just do this. I don't know. I really don't.
Okay.
I've seen her. I went to her house in Alabama. We have been good. We have been communicating. We have been talking. I think my mom is drunk and irate today. And I don't know why she came here and did that. She asked him, can my son go with her? And he told her no because she hasn't talked to me. Because I have not talked to her.
Okay.
And I always tell him, don't let my son go with just, anybody unless they talk to me. So he said, no, you haven't talked to her. I'm not going to let him go. And that's what made her mad. She was like, that's my grandkid. You can't tell me my grandkid can't go with me. Is there any way y'all can get her to get my son back? She just took him. I don't know where she's at with him. She's drunk.
Yeah, literally.
She's drunk driving with him. She's had multiple DUIs before. That's why I don't never want him to be with her. She kidnapped my child. My child was at school. He picked him up from aftercare, and when they got into the altercation, she took my kid. She's had multiple DUIs.
Where did she live? Or where could she
Alabama. Evergreen, Alabama. She drove all the way from Evergreen, Alabama to come down here.
How far is that?
About an hour, 30 minutes away.
She said mom lives in Evergreen, Alabama. She thinks she's going back there.
Oh, this is gonna be lovely.
She said baby daddy's dead and that mom has no custody. Her mother has no custody, which is
And that's the suspect, right? Her mother.
Yes.
Yeah, Mildred.
And 2 others, right? Other unknown.
Okay.
But that's how this all started, which they completely left out.
I can come and pick up my child. I'm not trying to come to Nuke House after her and Rod just came over here and jumped on Juwan and all that, and y'all done kidnapped Rayshawn. Mama, can you please just drop Rayshawn off? I don't even have nothing else to say. You sound drunk. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
She's drunk. She's slurring. You hear it in her voice. That's how she talking.
This time, the officer made contact with the granny, and they were soon able to arrest all the suspects involved in the kidnapping.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this missing kid. Can you fill me in?
No, it's no missing kid, sir.
Okay.
It's no missing kid or nothing like that. I'm his grandmother.
Okay, well, you don't have biological rights to the kid, so we need to know where the kid is. Where are you at?
In Pensacola, Florida.
Where specifically?
We can meet you at a corner store, the farmer's market on Davis, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that where you're at?
We can meet you there.
Well, no, we need to know where you're at right now. You do not need to move any further.
On Davis Highway.
Is that where you're currently at?
Yes.
Okay. I need to stay on the phone with you until the Escambia County Sheriff's deputy can make contact with you. The farmer's market on Davis Highway.
So what do I need to do about my behalf?
Well, you can tell the Escambia County deputies when you get out there what's going on, but y'all, as of right now, y'all have this kid that doesn't belong to y'all. We need to have a deputy do a welfare check.
I got a question for if your kid was getting abused, what would you do? Just let him sit at your other woman's house getting abused by a man that you don't like?
I would call DCF and call the police.
Just think outside of your job, though.
Do y'all have any weapons with you?
No, we don't have any weapons, but I did get my ass beat by a man, and I got the pictures.
Okay, and you're currently at the farmer's market, correct?
Yes, sir. Now, what's next?
Okay, y'all just stay on the phone with me. We're going to have deputies go out there and make
What did y'all
contact.
do about Jawan?
About the kid?
About the man that put his hands on me?
Well, we'll handle that portion of the investigation over here.
Walking in on him putting his hands on my grandson. Physically. Quartering him in the corner.
What?
Like some type of slave. We not in back in the day.
What kind of car are y'all in?
It's a red car.
Who all is with you?
It's just me and my grandson.
He was like saying like he done had Rayshawn in the corner, he can't go nowhere and all this and that. I said, you done had him in the corner all day? And he was like, yeah, whatever, this my house, I run there. And I was like, no problem. I said, I'm just bringing him back, you know what I'm saying? Then he got going on talking about you get out my house and all that. I was like, hey, wait a minute, I know my daughter probably pay some here too, but I'll leave y'all home though, you know what I'm saying? Then he got going, he pushed me out the house and I'm like, hey, I'm finna leave, man. You know what I'm saying? So I had to protect myself. You feel what I'm saying? So going out their house, you feel what I'm saying? That's why I got these scars on me. And I left. And I took my grandson with me when I left because I was dropping him off with me, yes. When I left, I was dropping Rayshawn off to him. But when he got to going on like that or whatever and stuff like that, I just took my grandson with me, man. The fear for Rayshawn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Just pin an investigation. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Do me a favor right here. Can you spread your feet for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you can face the other way.
Okay.
If you don't.
Spread my feet, you say?
Yep, like that.
Yeah.
And you can spread your feet.
Yes,
Do you have anything on you in your
No,
bra
ma'am.
or anything
No,
like
ma'am,
that?
I don't.
The 3 suspects, Mildred, Yolanda, and Ocean, were brought in for an interview. But the thing is, their stories had discrepancies, which weren't going to work in their favor.
But real fast, what is your name?
Mildred.
Tell me what happened. What's going on?
I came from Evergreen and to see my children, you know what I'm saying? And I stopped through because Rayshawn is my only grandson. You know what I'm saying? I picked him up. Everything was good. I was dropping him off and everything. And I said, can I use the bathroom? He was like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that was that. You know? And like when I went to the bathroom, And my sister and them came in, Yolanda and her daughter, they came in. And I don't know what conspired because I was in there using the bathroom because I asked him, can I use the bathroom? Drop Rayshon off, can I use the bathroom? He said, yes. So I don't know what conspired or whatever happened or whatever. When I came out the bathroom, everything was like, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, what's going on? He was like trying to push me out of the house. I was like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Or whatnot or whatever. So I was like, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because we've already had stuff prior. You know what I'm saying? I broke my ankle or whatever and stuff, but I still accept him because my daughter loved him. You feel what I'm saying? You can't help who you love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What is your name?
Yolanda.
So kind of give me a rundown of what happened and why we are here now.
Okay, my sister come in town. We go over to Pace to meet with my mother-in-law and my grandson. She was supposed to go see her grandson also. I don't think the daughter was off. I know for sure she wasn't off work, but we're ready to come back to Pensacola. So we stopped by to see the grandbaby. Okay, so I'm sitting in the car. Her and they went in. They come back out, and I was like, I gotta use the bathroom. She was like, I just use the bathroom. So, you know, we have history, but I'm thinking things are fine. I asked, can I use the restroom? He let me in. Okay, so while I'm using the restroom, I hear him saying something to my daughter, so I come out. I say, well, it's no problem. I can go. You could have just said no. You know what I mean? Because I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I come out the door. There was a bunch. He said, y'all coming by here like everything okay? He's ranting. So I'm telling my sister, let's go. Let's just go. I don't want to be involved. So she didn't leave. Well, not that, you know, she was just trying to see about her grandson. So I walked off because I swear I don't want nothing to do with it. I walk off.
According to Mildred, all three of them were already with the kid, and the altercation happened when they stopped to drop him off. But that wasn't what Yolanda and Ocean were going to say.
So just to make sure I've got everything right, how do you spell your first name?
Ocean, like the water.
So give me a rundown of what's happened this evening up until why we ended up here.
My auntie came in town. We went to Milton to see her baby father first. Then we went to her daughter's house. And in the midst of us going to her daughter's house, her daughter wasn't at home, but her grandson and her daughter's boyfriend was there, which is my auntie Mildred. It was me, my mama, and my auntie. So me and my auntie went in the house or whatever, and when we went in the house...
And auntie, that's Mildred?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Rayshon was like shook up, and she was like, Rayshon, what's wrong? And the boy was like, which is Jawan, he was like, he in trouble and for getting in school. So she was talking to Rayshon and was like, basically, don't let nobody get you in trouble in school. Your stepdaddy not telling you nothing wrong. I can't go over what Jawan say, because at the end of the day, this your stepdaddy. I'm not here with you. You got a mama. Just ignore them from getting in trouble at school so you can come home and be free. So after that, my auntie used the restroom, and I actually used, well, my auntie used the bathroom first, then I used the bathroom. But he really didn't want me to use, he really didn't want to let me use the bathroom. But mind you, I already knew that because him and my mama had an incident before, like in the past. So he was like, yeah, he used the bathroom, so I'm gonna use the bathroom. So my mama, when we pulled up, my mama was like, she wasn't gonna go in because, like I said, they had an incident before, and he disrespectful. So when my mom went in, I asked him for her first. I was like, my mama finna come in and use the bathroom, that's fine. So when she came in, she was like, I can use the bathroom. She was like, yeah, but y'all coming in here like everything cool. Y'all know I don't fuck with y'all. So I was like, Mom, just hurry up. Don't nothing gotta be said. So when he came out of the bathroom, I guess he was still going. And my mom was like, I just used the bathroom, but I'm finna go to one. I was like, I apologize. You didn't have to let me in here. So that's when he was like, get the fuck out my house, get the fuck out my house, and all this. And I was like, Jordan, you doing all that to your old lady auntie? Like, that don't make sense. You should never let us in here at this point. If you knew she wasn't here and you knew you don't like her mom with her auntie, why would you let us in here? So that's when he was like, he finna call the police on us because we trespassing and all this and that. He said that like 2-3 times. So my auntie, he walked out there by the car, and that's when my auntie had got out the car, and she was like, I brought my sister here. You feel me? I didn't think it was that much tension not to necessarily bring her here. So he was like, I don't give a fuck. away from my house. Santa Rosa police don't play and all this and that. So he grabbed Rayshawn, like he snatched him up and was finna take him in the house. So my auntie was like, what you grabbing on him like that for? Just let him go with me. His mama can come get him. So in the midst of her walking in the house behind him, he like slammed the door, like shut the door on her face, and like reached out there and grabbed her hair.
I do what I can to break them up. After we break them up, he's at the car trying to get the grandson. The grandson is running to the car. The child has fear in his eye. Yeah. I mean, we're looking at her house and stuff. But it's something has to be done. It's been going on for years. So that's basically what happened.
Okay.
And then I didn't want to go for questions because I'm like, she's already mad at us. I don't want her mad at me. That's between her and her mom and them. You know what I mean? I just didn't want anything to do with it. But I can speak the truth. They're abused.
I think he let my auntie go. And my auntie walked out there by the car, and he pushed my mama out the way because Rayshawn he was in the back seat while they was tussling, and I was up there with Jawan and my auntie, and I was like, just let her go, just let her go. So Rayshawn and my mama walking back down there, and Rayshawn get out of the car. So Rayshawn, he like, Jawan, and I'm like, you hear him from the like, just stop.
Their side of the story pretty much paints them as the saviors of the kid, but the detective doesn't believe it.
You and Ocean go back to the car? And then
I'm saying, he's saying he's calling the police, and I'm telling Diane there was a light skinned guy that was there. It was a neighbor or something. And I'm asking, I'm like, would you please call the police? Because he's saying he's calling, but I don't know if he's calling. And I want somebody to call. So I'm looking at him, I'm like, would you please call the police? He's just so I won't go. And then I heard the little boy saying, don't hit my granny.
He comes to the window, like banging on the window, trying to pull Rayshawn out the car by his shirt. And I'm like, Jawan, that's a baby. Just get away from the car. Let him out the car. Just stop doing that in front of him. So that's when he go to say, oh, I'm going to beat your ass if you don't get out this car and all this. So he was like, so that's when my mom was like, just call his mama. So my mama stopped. Like, she stepped back away from the car and she was like, just call his mama. She told my auntie, just call his mama. But she's so in her head and her feelings to where she just want to take him away from him because she felt like if he went back in there, that the boy probably would have took it out on him. Because I guess he already be putting his hands on him and stuff like that. So after that, that's when we got in the car. And Rayshawn was like, I don't want to go back or something, so we left. My auntie still crying. We went across the street to the store.
Obviously, y'all never made it to West Florida, so what?
In the process of going to West Florida, when she was taking me to drop my grandson off, the officer called her phone.
Okay.
And so they were going to meet him at the farmer's market, and she was going to go on to Alabama. So once the kids took him to meet him at the Dollar General, she was going to go on. But, we couldn't, because you got to see about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rayshawn mama text my auntie was like, if Rayshawn not back in 15 minutes, it's gonna be hell and all this and that. So you going to jail, bitch, and all this and that. So my auntie told her, like, he beating on you and you think it's okay for him to beat on that baby, and that's not right. But like I said, it's deeper than what I know too. Maybe her and her daughter was getting into it and she wasn't supposed to pull up out there. But it was just a respect thing. You should never let us in, bro. But I ain't even share words with him. It wasn't even no tension. Like when me and my auntie was standing there talking to the baby, he was agreeing with what she was saying about the school situation. Like they ain't get into it. They wasn't arguing. When he hopped out when she got out the car and was like, you feel me, I apologize for bringing her out here. That's when he just kept going, I don't fuck with y'all. Like he was just trying to make that a point. But you should never let us in your house. If we was that much of a harassment, you told us 3-4 times that you was gonna call the police. You should have called the police.
But when it comes to my grandson and he's in fear, and he get in the car with me and I don't ask no questions and he just tell me stuff, I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way. And that's my grandson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's telling me or whatever and stuff like, and I'm like, well, if he ever did anything to you, no ma'am. He do something to your mama. He always jump on my mama, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Son, we can't control that as long as he don't do nothing to you. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm dropping him off proper, decent, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I picked him up. And that was it. And things went just...
According to Yolanda, the parents were not treating Rayshawn well, and there were signs of abuse that they could no longer ignore, so they wanted to take him to the hospital for a checkup.
But we just a family, we trying to stick it out, you have to wait on them to make that move. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes now you got to kick in. And if a child is being involved, a child is involved. And you can just look at the little bit, his eyes are sunken in, his skin, he's abused.
And what'd y'all go and do?
We just went to the park Because she went and got her grandson. We went to the park. We hung out a little bit. I take him to McDonald's. Got him something to eat because he liked chicken nuggets. We used to call him. So he liked chicken nuggets. I took him there. And then we was headed back. And that was it. And I don't know, well, you know what I'm saying? It conspired it.
All of us went in to use the restroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was outside after I come out.
Okay, so
and they
did you
were
use
back
the
and
bathroom
forth.
first?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, she used it first.
Oh, she used it
then
first.
I used it.
Then you did. Okay, and then
I think my daughter did too. I'm not sure.
Okay, and is that Ocean?
Yes.
Okay.
My mama done got into it with the boy. The boy done threw food at me before. Like my auntie done had to go to the rescue plenty of times to save her daughter from him. So I guess she felt like she had the right. But I don't know. Rashawn was telling his granny to calm down. It was just too much. I just wish she would never let us in there. And I had to tell my mom at the store, I said, Mom, I just got a bad feeling about us going up here. I don't know why, but I just got a bad feeling. And Mom was like, I hope she just turn around and go back to Miss Cole. And she kept saying, I want to see Rashawn, I want to see Rashawn. And when we go in the house, Rashawn like standing up against the wall, his face in the wall, like just shaking. And she asked him like, what's wrong? And the boy like talking for Rashawn.
So you come out of the bathroom and he's kind of trying to shove you out.
Yeah.
What transpires then that leads us to here?
Where he was saying, get out. What lead us to here is because I didn't leave my grandson there with him. Because he was saying that he done punished my grandson from something he done did from school, and you got him in the corner and all day and stuff like that or whatever, right? So I'm like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't mean, I say, listen to your stepdad because he here with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to cause no confusions because I'd have been a battered woman before. So I know what that is. So you try to, you know what I'm saying, eliminate anything that you can. You know what I'm saying?
And he doesn't say any abuse happens and then you come out of the bathroom and now he's saying that he got punched. But yet your sister's there.
No, Rashawn was telling me about this while we was with him.
So how did Rashawn end up in the car?
When they was getting into it and like he had my auntie up against the house, like he was pulling on Juwan, like Juwan, stop, mind you, I was right there too, but I didn't really want to like physically get in, so I was trying to get him off of her too. So that's when I was like, it's just too much going on. So my auntie was like, Rashawn, go get in the car. So that's when he ran in the car and get in the car. Before then, she said that he couldn't. Before he said that he couldn't go with him, and he wasn't going. Like we wasn't taking him. My auntie had got in the car, buckled up her seatbelt and all to leave. But my mama had to use the bathroom. That's when the next situation happened. Nothing was wrong at first. Like I said, him and my auntie share words when they was in there or nothing. He got hostile like when he seen my mama.
Yeah.
So you're not aware that he's been attending after school programs?
No.
Okay. Well, he has.
Okay.
And then, so as far as you picking him up today, as far as 2:00 in the afternoon, nobody's saying you showed up at 2:00 in the afternoon. You've been hanging out with him for 5 hours. Did your daughter know you were picking him up?
Yeah.
She did?
Well,
Okay. Why wouldn't she tell us that?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. That's crazy that she didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's real crazy.
From their statements, it was now quite clear that they had taken the kid without his parents' permission, which is essentially kidnapping.
Everything was fine?
Yep, everything was good. We was good. Everybody was good. We was good. Everything was good. It was no confrontations.
So how come when I talk to your daughter, she tells me that she hasn't spoken to you since Mother's Day?
I just talked to her today.
Well, I know you talked to her with the deputy there.
No, it was before that. I was telling her that I was coming through. And I was going to talk through there and see Rashawn. And she was okay with it.
Did y'all make arrangements? Like, did she say it's okay for you to pick him up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she taking sides with him then. Because she knew that if I wasn't supposed to pick him up, why was he with me then? She been saying with her grandmother. She just got back over there because he abusive. She just got back over there with him right before Mother's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was she home this afternoon?
No.
Okay.
She wouldn't even know.
Okay, so even when Rashawn walks out of the house during the altercation, she's not home?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
She wasn't there the whole time. She haven't been there. No, I haven't seen her. But I have talked to her. I haven't seen her, but I've talked to her.
So tell me about that.
So when I talked to Misa, I was like, Misa, I'm finna go pick up Rayshawn. Is it okay for me to go pick up Rayshawn? She said, yeah, Mama, because he been missing you and he been wanting to come to Evergreen. So go on by there and pick him up. Ocean and Yolanda in the hallway with him, and they was going back and forth or whatever, arguing and stuff like that. Then Jawan swung on Ocean. And then Ocean swung on Jawan, and they went at it, and him and Yolanda and all them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yes.
What if I told you I don't believe you that's how it went down at the apartment?
I would tell you that's how it went down for sure.
Okay. So, with the witness and also talking to Jaquan, based off of their statements, they're saying it went down a little differently there at the apartment. Right now, you're looking at kidnapping and battery charges.
Are you serious?
Like, I f with you, man, what's going on? Then he was like, get the fuck out of my motherfucking house. I was like, I will, Jawan, but that ain't how you gonna handle me. You know what I'm saying? I said, me stay here, but that ain't how you gonna handle me. He was starting to push me, and I was like, man, hold on. I said, you know what, Jawan, you got this. I'm gonna leave, bro.
From what the witness had said, that you guys, all of y'all were right there fighting together.
We were breaking it up. And my daughter didn't even do anything. She kept screaming, stop, stop, stop. I'm the one trying to break it up, me and the grandson.
Prove, everybody was trying to prove a point, really. Basically, like, they don't like the boy, he don't like them. It's just a not liking each other situation, bro. Like, it wasn't intentionally on purpose, we going up there to mess with them, because she thought she was at home, but they told her that she was at work.
Your daughter knew you were going to pick him up?
Yeah, she knew that.
Okay.
And then how she is, I'm going to tell you now, no lie. That's just like, I was staying with her before I moved to Evergreen. I was staying with her, right?
Right.
And
about 2 years ago?
Yep. I was staying with her, right? And she lied then and was saying like I wasn't even staying with her and like I was homeless and I was living from pillar to pole. This my daughter talking about me, you know what I'm saying? But I just didn't have nowhere to live. Not of my own, but my sister got a house. I got somewhere to live. You know what I'm saying? And I got a house in Evergreen. That's why I moved to Evergreen. You feel what I'm saying?
None of them were willing to accept their faults and continued to blame the parents for everything.
So you have no problem going to jail for kidnapping?
Kidnapping?
Yes, ma'am.
Kidnapping? Rayshawn? How can I kidnap him when I had permission to get him from the beginning?
At this point in time, you didn't have permission.
From what she said?
From what we're being told.
No, what want me to say it?
Our understanding, you didn't have permission to have him at all.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's how kidnapping works.
Oh, okay.
Have you been drinking tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So you thought it was safe to drive in a car intoxicated with a child?
No, I wasn't drinking and driving with Rayshawn.
Okay.
I wasn't intoxicated then. I started drinking after the fact. Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't drinking when I was with him. I drank after the fact that happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did Rayshawn look?
Dark, deep-eyed, and my sister was crying. He kept saying, "Granny, Granny, Granny, it's okay. My mama gonna be mad at me." This has been going on. They got into it before. He broke her foot. The boyfriend, it's been going on.
Yeah.
But the more a parent keeps trying to tell them, don't do, and like we believe in just sticking back, being there for them, work it out.
Yeah.
So it's been years of them both going through, hey, if you like it, I love it. But a child is being abused, and it's like it's wrong of us because it's been going on.
Yeah.
But it's their responsibility, to kick in and do if she wants, it's because he is abused. He just looks sad, hungry. The house is dirty. I didn't look in the refrigerator. I didn't have to, but I just noticed her house too.
What did it look like when y'all were there?
Stuff all over the floor. And I remember my sister just said I was going to come get, she told her mom she was going to come get her for Mother's Day, but her house wasn't clean. And she's not that tight. That's her life. Whatever they do. And I understand when you abuse, you can't think straight to clean up. You know what I mean? And it was just like, I seen like, it looked like the house is, and I think my sister said something about when she got there, he was still in the corner from school or something. I don't know. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm here for her. I'm here for my nephew if they ever call me. But I have 5 kids and one grandchild. I have enough going on. I don't want to be involved.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to be involved. But I'm there for my nephew. And if DCL calls me, I'm going to tell the truth. And she can think I'm going against it then, but I'm not, because I've been quiet long enough too.
Who answered the door?
He did.
He, as in, oh, okay.
Him and Rayshawn came up to the door at the same time. He opened the door. Rayshawn came up to the door after him. Hugs his granny. Let us in. Like I said, it wasn't nothing at first. But like I said, he probably just really don't like my mama. Like, from the situation that happened. But he should have just said, I don't want you in my house, man.
Did you see Rayshawn earlier in the day?
Earlier today?
Yeah.
I didn't see Rayshawn. She came from Alabama. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if...
Well, that's what I'm saying. Your auntie's saying all three of y'all, plus Rayshawn, had spent pretty much the entire afternoon together.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if she had went with Rayshawn, like, before.
No, she said you were there. You and your mama.
We was there then. Like, then we was in Milton for a little bit. Yeah, but it wasn't nothing like that.
So why would she say that you guys were all together earlier in the day?
That wasn't early in the day. We had love. Like, been love. We came to Milton when she got back from Alabama. Like that morning. Not like hours before. Like maybe like that morning, but not like right before.
So when she get into town?
Like at 1.
Okay. So, but as of right now, it's looking like kidnapping and battery charges is what it is. From the witnesses, the footage, and all of that we've got. Okay.
That's unbelievable. I don't have nothing to do with anything.
So I'm going to jail tonight.
More than likely.
For what?
Kidnapping, battery, and burglary. Being in the house when y'all were told to leave.
I got out of his house. What in the fuck? Oh, pay y'all $1,000 to let me go. I did not touch him. Like, I was the only peacemaker, bro. Something I did not do.
Well, Ocean was obviously not very happy about being called a kidnapper.
Why? Why is it not just them? I understand I was there, but I did not touch him.
Everyone's got a different story.
What is the stories? I don't get it.
Well, one story is they picked up Rayshawn earlier and all of y'all are together. Then there's another story that, nope, we were just stopping by the house. We didn't have Rayshawn earlier. What am I supposed to do? I can't get a single thing straight between three of y'all so far.
I'm telling you.
Who am I supposed to believe? Who's lying to me about what happened tonight?
Them, obviously.
Your mom and your auntie?
I'm just trying to help, but I see that I'm getting myself in a worse situation. Like, I didn't even have to walk him up there. Like, it didn't have nothing to do with me. I was just there, literally. I did not touch him. What if I kidnapping it up? What am I walking to somebody else's house for? I don't even stay in Milton. We wouldn't have came out there if it wasn't for my auntie. Like, I don't understand why I'm not getting... Bruh, he is doing this because he don't like me, bruh. I did not touch him. I promise you I didn't.
He didn't pick and choose. He just said flat across the board he wants to pursue charges on what happened tonight. If he was going to pick and choose, I don't think he would be like, okay, yeah, I don't want to charge her, but I'll charge this one. But you're telling me a different story from your auntie, from your mama. So... unless somebody's
I don't have no reason to lie. I don't feel like I'm in trouble, but I don't feel like I'm in trouble. I don't have no reason to lie to you.
Why are you going out there to see Rayshawn if you already had him earlier in the day?
My auntie had him.
And y'all were all together.
I told you I wasn't with them when they went and got Rayshawn.
When everybody's telling me a different story, yeah, everybody falls under the same
man told
charges.
you I put my hands on him. Oh.
That all three of y'all were fighting him.
I was breaking it up. Juwan slapped the shit out me way before then at my house. Did I call? I don't have no, like, what?
I've got 4 different stories telling me 4 different things.
What's different about them telling you they had him earlier in the day?
There's quite a bit of difference as far as how it transpired in the house, outside of the house, out by the car, nothing happened by the car. Plenty of differences.
I'm telling, if the man telling you you seen the footage, then you know that I'm telling you what happened.
You can thank them for all of it then. If they don't want to sit here and tell me the truth, it's on them.
All three were charged with kidnapping and burglary with assault. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.